Court in Qatar has handed down the death penalty to 8 former Indian Navy personnel who were detained in Doha in 2022. The reasons for their detention by the authorities in Qatar remain undisclosed. Many aspects of the case, including the specific crime for which the men have been condemned to death, have not been publicly revealed. Now, how can India challenge that order in Qatar? Can India invoke the international law? What are India's legal options as far as Qatar is concerned in the death order? My colleague Kadambini breaks it down for us.
So 8 Indian former Navy officials are facing death sentence in Qatar. What happens in such cases? What does Government of India do? Let me inform you, according to what information External Affairs Minister gave in Lok Sabha on 28th of July 2023 when such a question was asked of him. Now, the government closely monitors the situation of Indians in foreign jails. If they come to know about any Indian who is in foreign jail, then they get in touch with the foreign officials, the local foreign office of whatever country they are in, and they try to approach, get the consular access to this person. When they get there, they ascertain the facts of the case and also do ascertain whether this person is indeed an Indian national. So once these are done, the foreign office, what it does is goes for the legal aid step. What is the legal aid? Now, any Indian who is in conflict of law in any other country, for them, if the population is quite huge in that country, as is in case of Qatar, there are 8 lakh Indians staying there. So there is usually a panel of lawyers, the local lawyers which India hires. These lawyers go ahead and try to get the matter over as soon as possible through legal recourse, and they take it up with either the local law enforcement agencies or courts, whichever way it is possible. Now, the next step from these is that the release and repatriation is tried. Now, in most of the times, since 2014 to July 2023, we have seen that India has managed to get at least 4,500 Indians back to India. Their sentence was either commuted or they were pardoned. So this is also an option where which Government of India can do. Now, efforts for Indians in jails abroad is done through various channels. It is not only the legal recourse which India looks at, but also whether the diplomats can manage something, or the higher officials, or even through political channels. So this is not only a one option situation. There are several channels which come together to secure the release or commuting the sentence of the person, of the Indian who is in a jail in conflict of law there. So what is the policy of government in when it deals with Indians in jails abroad, and especially in this case, what has happened in this case? So it's a matter of Qatar. Now, India and Qatar have signed a deal on transfer of prisoners, sentenced prisoners, in 2015. When the Emir of Qatar came here in 2015, this agreement was signed, and it remains to be seen whether Delhi will indeed invoke this and whether it works or not. Apart from Qatar, India also has such an understanding with 31 other countries, and these countries include countries like Mongolia, Qatar, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, Spain, Thailand, and several other countries. So this is also an option, and India can ask for this, and if nothing else works out, and if the political pressure, political understanding does not work out, legal recourse does not work out, then of course there is an option for International Court of Justice where India can go with its appeal.